Oh God, we'll see. You never know.
My throat feels like I just gargled with glass for the weekend because I was screaming.
Welcome back from the Bomb Hole Cup.
The
Todd.
Bomb Hole Cup. This is, it's like I was doing some work for the competition.
You were doing some work for yourself, and we're actually going to reap the rewards of said work. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the Monday Mass, an action sports podcast about nothing, featuring most of the time Chris Cote and Todd Richards.
Most of the time.
Yeah, we're both kind of blown for some reason today. You're blown from work. I'm just blown in general.
Why?
Spring break last night. I wasn't feeling great, or last week. So I was with kids. They actually give you an energy boost. But
this is your down.
Also, I just didn't I had a lot of work to do. Didn't do much of it. Wasn't feeling great all week. Didn't sleep well. Started to whinge first thing. This is a big whinge fest.
It's Monday.
It is Monday, but we're back at it. Things have happened. Slow week in action sports news, kind of.
Is it?
Kind of. So this is going to be quick for you. I know a lot of you out there see listening to this podcast as your duty, as your job. We'll get you in and out of here quick. We'll get you in and out of this podcast real quick. It's April 4th.
Yep. Oh yeah, we haven't really talked about this. So
April Fool's Day.
Yeah. What did you do for your kids? You were like That's like your Christmas. You like it.
I didn't. I gave you a year off.
Me?
Yeah.
You tried to get me. Like you were like on our fun skateboard announcers text chain.
Yeah.
You tried to bait people into thinking that I had ripped my crotch open somehow.
I slightly got you. So what this year I really went deep into psychological warfare.
Yeah, the same.
You know what accidental text on purpose is, obviously. It's from Curb Your Enthusiasm, but what it is basically you text someone, but you write the text like it's meant for someone else.
As a feeler?
For example, our friend Blair Marlin, who I get every year he says, never again, you'll never get me again. So I believe he lives in Idaho and Cardiff, kind of goes back and forth. So I texted him and I said, so his name's Blair, and I texted him and I said, oh shit, hope Blair doesn't get too pissed about these people coming over, showing up any minute. And he's texted back, what did you do? I'm like, are you in town? He said, no. And I go, oh God, are your neighbors cool? I might have to go over there and call this off. And he was freaking out.
Oh my God.
So I did about 20 of those to various friends and family, and it worked almost every time. I want to say 18 out of 20 were pretty good. I got the kids with the peanut butter on the toilet seat, woke my son up early and said he was late. Subtle things like that.
Such a dick, dude.
My mom, she's on a cane right now. She hurt her knee. I said, what happened to your car? A person must have been flying. Wow. She ran it. Yeah, so it was a successful April Fool's.
God, you're so lame.
I did well.
It's the lamest thing.
I took some scalps.
It's lame.
It's not lame.
It is. Hey everyone.
I'm
just giving you some really bad news. But it's not bad news. But it's cool. I can give it to you because it's the first day of April, so everything's cool.
But I don't ever do the good news thing. Oh my God, you got, dude, I found $100 for you, or whatever. The lottery ticket, that one,
right? Where
somebody scratches it and they I would never do a April Fool's super good news.
Good to bad?
Or I would never do super bad news. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, so-and-so has hurt themselves or whatever. It's all right in the middle. It's really fun stuff. I've been doing, in the past years, I've been doing Craigslist gags. I got my brother, I got Blair Marlin a couple years ago, really good. Got my friend Ryan good. So basically I posted on my brother, for example, a few years ago, one of the best ones ever. He hates Rush. I grabbed a bunch of photos of people's Rush memorabilia collections, put it on Craigslist, put his number on there, said wife Finally said it's over. Have to get rid of my Rush collection. First come, first serve. Come and get it. He was surfing in the morning. He came back to 50 missed calls of Rush fans trying to get there.
Oh my god.
I did a Snoop Dogg collection to Blair, so there's been some good ones in the past.
I once put my Austin Smith he's pretty notorious, not notorious, but he's known for like, you know, making like mobile homes out of like, you know, these interesting mobile homes
Out of vans.
out of not vans, but
Like van conversion.
fire trucks and stuff.
Okay.
So he was living in Mount Bachelor's parking lot for a while, and I put his house. I put it on an Airbnb.
On April Fool's Day?
No, it's like a Tuesday.
Oh, that's great.
Anyway, yeah, but
So for you, it's like every day could be April Fool's Day.
every day could be. I don't know, dude. I think
What are you looking at?
nothing. So I thought some dude just backed into my car. But I don't know. Like, did you ever do that gag with your kids? Like, where's London? Has anyone seen London? He's like, right there. I'm right here, Dad.
Oh,
I
ignore
feel like
them.
I hear him.
No.
Just psychological warfare.
No, I never did that one.
Wow.
No.
Maybe try it next year.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Let's see, you know, next year, like, anything goes. I try to let people forget and do not talk to them for a couple weeks leading up to April 1st. The whole thing going on. But anyway. So that's
was
the
last
catch
Friday.
up. That was the show. Good to talk to you.
Well, let's
Do ads.
What?
Advertisements.
Okay, Pedal Electric.
So Todd and I,
We
as
got
you probably
bikes.
know,
I got a bike.
are
End of
looking
a
amazing.
gag.
Yeah.
End of a gag.
April Fool's in reverse. Surprise! You got the sickest bike on the road.
Ooh, reverse April Fools. I just tell you the worst news ever.
Or if it's true, if it's true news, you got a gift. We got a pedal.electric at pedal.electric on the gram. You know, we've ridden all kinds of electric bikes, but for my money, pedal.electric, pedal electric. Man, these things are badass.
It's
I'm feeling it.
superior bicycle propulsion.
Yeah, I mean, you are launching my wife and I cruising around town. She's on the back, sitting on the pegs. We look cool. We feel cool.
I need to get
And
some.
it's just awesome.
It's time to accessorize. I'm thinking.
Yeah, tassels. I am gonna get a mirror, you know, a little safety mirror.
I did do really well with the we're calling it high back sacks.
Okay.
The truck nuts that I had for people's bindings.
Right. How can you never bring any into the show to
Because
show our people?
I'm in the middle of a marketing frenzy
Well,
right now. They're
you
all
have
gone.
a podcast to market on.
I just ordered them up.
Okay.
We're gonna have them for sale here at Monday Mass.
Okay.
They're gonna be $5 a piece plus shipping.
That's it. What's your markup? What's your margin? Like, just pitch this to me like I'm on Shark
You're
Tank.
not allowed to know the margin.
Well, $5 seems awfully cheap.
Yeah, but plus shipping. Shipping's like $30.
And what's handling? What's the handling cost on your balls? Shipping and handling. Do they come in different colors?
Don't quote me on any of these prices.
Okay. We don't know the price.
Well, the initial run was blue balls.
Okay. All
Because
blue.
I was thinking it because it's cold, but I did have a lot of people request other colors.
I like red.
I mean, you can put them on your bindings.
Yeah.
You can like put them on the back of your Crocs.
Okay.
I don't know. Bicycle, skateboard trucks.
Bicycle right on the front.
They're designed for your binding though.
Okay. They're called binding nuts.
High back sacks.
High back sacks.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you don't want to pigeonhole this product. It could, like you said, you could put them on your glasses, earrings.
We did have people running them
Earrings.
as goggle flare.
See.
Earrings too.
Okay.
I did have one guy take the two, like if you have the inseam zippers in your snowboard pants that
Yeah.
with the vent, and when you pull both the zippers up, he did do two.
Quad sack.
He did the two zip ties on either side, so the zippers, they were actually hanging
In the
in
middle.
the correct position.
I think I saw your picture of
Yeah.
that. That was cool.
It was very cool. But
So you were busy working.
they
while you were
are a hit.
All right.
I didn't realize how big of a hit they would be.
Ha!
Some people very offended.
Your tiny balls are a big hit.
That's right.
Well, so what, you just like put your actual testicles in a plaster
Yes.
and you made them a real size,
They're actually
life size.
it's like a cat's testicles, and they didn't really like the hot wax molding I had to do.
But you had to do it a couple times
Right.
at least. Okay. So
And then to get that hot wax out of the fur is really a pain in the ass.
yeah. So Monday Mass brought to you by Puddle Electric,
And
High Back Sacks.
High Back Sacks.
Okay. Do you have
Do
an
you-
Instagram?
We will. Right after.
Am I in the business?
Can
Maybe
Not.
something?
Yeah, sure.
PR.
PR.
Herschel Supply Co. Well, they don't need PR, but boy, do they got it.
We're
Because
gonna
I
give-
watched the
we're gonna give you
Herschel
some-
X Chocolate edit
Oh,
again.
I haven't seen that.
So good.
I keep forgetting they've got all these sweet combos.
There's so many.
collabs.
There's some collabs. Yeah. Herschel Supply Co. at Herschel Supply. Check them out. Get back to us if you want. Maybe we'll do a giveaway for this summer for your summer travel
Well, that'd be good.
items.
I'll throw in a
needed.
sack.
Yeah.
Too.
Todd will throw a sack on your
You put
sack.
them on your zippers.
BN3TH Apparel. Beneath Apparel. I was backstage at the Belly Up last Thursday.
For Yovi.
Our friend's band, Yovi, played. I had given Brandon Parkhurst, the singer of Yovi, a pair of Beneath Apparel underwear a couple weeks back.
Mhm.
I walked in. This is unsolicited. As I walked in, he was showing the guys in the band his underwear, telling them that this is the best underwear in the world. He didn't know I was there.
Wow.
And I said, it's working. It works. Anyone who puts them on knows. And I got a box of them over there, and we're gonna go around town. I'm gonna hand them to strangers and film it and see what happens. You're wearing, obviously, I can see how comfortable you are. You're wearing it.
I have them.
Yeah.
I have blue.
I saw too much. Nanocraft CBD.
Yeah.
You have it?
I really, really need
Okay.
the sleepy time stuff. Do you have any?
I
more?
might have a little bit left over at my house that I can just give you, and I'll put in a new order
Thank
because I need some too. My arm, my
You can have-
partially torn
you can have
rotator
all
needs some.
all the general ones.
Okay, you
I'll
you
trade
love
you
the night.
the night one for
Okay.
me. It's like it's
It's needed.
I
You need it. You love it,
I need it
and it really helps you sleep more soundly, longer, better.
totally.
I love
I'm
it.
trying to eliminate the 2 a.m. wake up. Really,
At Nanocraft CBD,
probably work for my throat right now.
I would say so. Bubs Naturals, talking about collagen and MCT brain oil. I mean, I say it every single day. I think about it every single day because I put it in my Panic and Coffee and Tea every single day. It's in there. And now it's just like automatic. Like coffee, home, Bubs, shake it, stir it, drink it, feel great. Hair grows, skin's looking good, life is good with Bubs. At Bubs Naturals. Enhancing surfboards. Remember we talked to Lucas last week or 2 weeks ago?
Have you talked to him since?
I actually got, now that you mentioned it, I did. I got Lucas from Hanson Surfboards. He's one of the top dogs over there, making sure that all the stuff in that shop is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And orders the best boards. He's the man. I texted him. He lives right by Oceanside Pier. I said, have they started taking the pier apart yet? On April Fool's. And he said, oh, you talking about the fishing pier? And I said, no, they're taking apart Oceanside Pier. They're probably starting to dismantle it right now. They're moving it to Tamarack.
Oh boy.
Got him. Got you, Lucas. Anyway, go into Hanson Surfboards or go to Hanson Surfboards online. Use the code MASS10 for 10% off. You better get your summer gear now. I feel like this summer at the beach is going to be the busiest summer ever. I don't know. Last summer kind of not so good around here. This summer, it's going to go off. You like Panic and Coffee, dude?
I went there this morning. I miss Panic and Coffee and Tea when I go out of town.
You do, huh?
I do.
Yeah, I'm going to grab mine actually. You can
What
talk.
do you mean?
I got my coffee right here.
Oh, you actually went there a little while ago.
Yeah, I got a refill. I only went there twice today.
Panic and Coffee and
Yeah.
Tea. You can order that stuff online.
that.
You can drink the coffee
You can bathe in
of
it.
champions.
Yeah, you should bathe in it. What else we got? YouOnline.com.
You ever had a
At
coffee?
You
You ever
Online.
had a coffee colonic?
A coffee colonic or coffee enema?
Yeah, people do that.
Not on purpose.
What?
Not on purpose.
Right.
Think about it.
What does that mean?
I don't know,
Just like
actually.
Sit on
We warned you guys it's not going to be a very good show today.
What are you talking about?
We said it.
I'm just hitting my crescendo.
No, you're going to be. This is not going to be good.
So you haven't had a coffee colonic?
No, have you?
No, but I know people that have,
And
and apparently it's good for you.
room temp?
What?
Iced coffee?
Steaming hot.
Well, I know you're an iced coffee guy, so I don't know. Look.
It's Dunkin' Donuts hot coffee right in your colon.
At Panic and Coffee and Tea, at Panic and Coffee Tea on Instagram, at Panic and
Their
Coffee
coffee
and
is
Tea.
just the right temperature,
Right.
right? Not
For drinking.
Because you can go to places, yes, for drinking, but you can go to places and ask for a coffee, and you basically get molten lava in a cup.
I wonder if you went to your colonic place and you're like,
What do you mean my colonic?
do you
place?
have Panikin back there?
Ooh.
Only use Panic and Coffee.
I think you can't just use regular coffee. I think it has to be a special coffee.
I don't think the people at Panikin are going to love us saying colonic along with their product name that many times.
Mhm.
So we'll edit that out. We'll backtrack a little bit. Panic and Coffee and Tea since 1968. When things last that long and are that popular for that long, you know they're good.
That's right.
Panic and Coffee and Tea. And I think that Panic and Coffee and Tea is going to be bringing back their loose towel collab for the summer.
A new art or the same art?
Same art.
Okay.
Things sold out in about 30 seconds.
You know, I'm kind of bummed.
Watch for it.
Why? How come we're not on the towel?
I'm on the towel.
You are?
No. I'm in the towel.
I feel like I think we should be on the towel.
New Greens.
Oh,
Did you drink your New Greens in
I
the
did.
mountains?
I did.
And
I bring it everywhere.
you do, huh?
Just 2 scoops and does the body good.
What about New Greens colonic? Have you ever tried that?
And my butthole wouldn't know what's happening.
You put it in dry and then you add the water and you shake it up. I'm gonna edit that out too.
Poo-can
Nobody
out.
wants to hear that.
Speaking of, well, I guess we can jump
Huh?
into that here. I mean, it's appropriate.
Pucano?
We saw the new Jackass.
Oh, you saw the new Jackass. Okay.
Hey.
And the reviews?
Mm-mm.
Not for you.
No, it's not like it's not for me. I just don't think it's not funny anymore. I mean, there's some stuff that's funny, but like the last 2 were really funny. I mean, there are some funny,
There's 4 of them though.
whatever. However many there are, this one does not live up to the old Jackass.
Is it like it's too painful? There's too much pain?
No, there's just a hell. Like, I mean, I guess if you're into like wieners and balls, like,
I am.
okay, well, you might like it.
It started a company about balls. You have a company that only makes balls. So you're into balls.
Right. This was too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much. Okay. Okay.
I like fake balls.
He only likes little plastic balls.
But they're actually like our balls over there at Highback Sacks Incorporated,
Okay.
trademark, patent pending.
Right.
They are not molded off of a human
They're molded off a cat,
or just
as you said.
an animal.
Art.
They're
Sculpture.
They're art balls.
Get the app, Adventure.io. We talked about it last week. Opening up some dates. Can I borrow your bike if somebody wants, or vice versa? If somebody wants to ride with you, you can borrow my bike.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Adventure.io. Get the app. I'll be back on that app today after this show.
Okay.
And I want to pre-thank someone. So every once in a while on the show, people will text in, they'll call in or whatever. They don't call. They text or email. And they offer up a service or a product that is just what the doctor ordered. I want to say thank you in advance to Jerry from diecutstickers.com. Jerry is sending us a package of custom stickers,
Whoa.
which we will make available for all of you.
Wait, what do they look like?
Well, one of them says, my nickname in high school, to put underneath any phrase
Yes.
one way.
What was my nickname in high school?
Yeah, anything. Dead end. I mean, any sign out there, any airports, use them everywhere.
Speed
They don't
humps?
have our name on it, so you can put them anywhere you want. Also, the new catchphrase that hasn't caught on quite yet, but probably will.
Chris is pushing hard for
In
this
a
one.
world of Jerry's, be a George. And it's funny because Jerry is the contact at diecutstickers.com.
Speaking of, George Costanza's mom from that show passed away.
I know, rest in peace. I had that on Nerd News.
Okay, well,
And you ruined it. You spoiled
I
it.
just front-ended it.
And also, we have new Listen to Monday Mass stickers coming soon.
Yep.
Thank you, Jerry, at diecutstickers.com. Can't wait. We're going to show you pictures of them on the website. Okay, let's get into this
Surf
Action
News
Sports Podcast.
is
about now.
brought to you by Hanson Surfboard.
Yes.
Remember, 10% off at checkout on the
I
internet.
got to go over there and just... I love to go into surf shops and just kind of poke around. You know, you wash your hands first. That way you can touch all the boards without putting fingerprints on there.
There's nothing like a nice greased out fingerprinted board.
You're like, I can't wait to get my new board. Somebody touched it. Damn it. Have you been seeing the footage coming out of Australia, namely Manly Beach, Australia? This is like the Huntington Beach of Australia, right?
They've had a spectacular
Oh
run of
my
waves.
God. It's Australia is just different. When the waves get heavy in Australia, they're next level heavy. And the people that ride these waves, you've never heard of them before, and these dudes are, men and women, are charging so hard. You know, if you look at the footage of, like, you know, waves like the Right, Ours, you know, all those gnarly waves, you're kind of ready for it. But when normal places like Manly Beach turn into death-defying waves, and you've got normal people, this dude Max I saw on Instagram, probably one of the craziest ridden waves I've ever seen. This shit is just next level. I mean, everything in Australia, we've said it time and time again, is trying to kill you. Whether it's the spiders, the snakes, the koalas, to give you syphilis,
Drop
drop bears, all that. The quokkas, what do we call them? Quokka bears? Remember those STD bears?
That was so long ago.
But now, I mean, the waves too. Everything in Australia is just a little bit gnarlier than anywhere else, and the footage is crazy. You see that footage on the internet, on the Instagram.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Australia
Yes.
and crazy things, Kale Walsh just dropped his new
Idiot box.
crazy edit.
Remember I asked you? I was ahead of the. I asked you about it last week.
I know, but I watched it, and then I thought that you had a song in there. I thought that
Right.
had a song.
That was
in there.
Fugazi.
Was it really?
Yes.
Well, then
That's
now,
a big compliment.
now I know where you're pulling your inspiration from.
Oh, definitely. I mean, not mimicking, but
I mean,
hard not to sound like
direct
one of your
copy
favorite bands.
of.
It's a cover band, basically.
You're basically from
It's
Fugazi.
it's cosplay, Fugazi cosplay. It's LARPing.
It was good though,
Yeah.
and when I was first watching it, we were watching it at our buddy Coop's house in Brighton.
Shout out Cooper. Spring gravy.
Just Cooper, spraying gravy sprayer. But I thought it was Dane. I thought it was old Dane footage.
He's got some Dane-esque tendencies.
He does.
Some of the best airs.
Yeah, he surfs a lot like Dane did when Dane was like going after it with a big Quicksilver logo on his board.
Yeah, that's a big ass compliment.
Well,
Very complimentary, Todd.
I know.
You know, I haven't surfed that much in the last month. Now that I think about it,
Like how much?
I was wondering. You know, maybe 4 times.
Do you get bored?
Well, I don't say bored. I was injured, and that didn't help. But then I just like it's for me. It's hard to motivate in spring in Southern California because the waves always look shitty.
And it's just now, you know, it's past April 1st, like clockwork.
Yeah.
It's like southwest wind every day.
And look, I don't mind every once in a while surfing in like windy conditions. And of course, our friends and family on the East Coast they do not feel bad for us because their springs are probably far worse than ours.
You know, I don't know. I mean, they definitely have like more kind of offshore days.
Oh, you know, actually, I take that back. I just watched Brett
It's
Barley's.
been
Did you see
insane.
Brett Barley's?
Last-
Oh my god!
Last week in Jersey, I think it was like Friday or Saturday in Jersey, were like insane.
I take it back. So I want to ask you, Todd.
Mhm.
You, I got a couple other friends that, and a lot of times it's snowboarders, people that grew up snowboarding or doing other things passionately, finding surfing a little later. But you stay stoked. You surf probably just as much as anyone I know. You seem to surf every day, regardless. And every time I ask you what the waves are like, you say it's good when it's in fact shit. So how do I soak up some of your stoke and some of the stoke of people that are perennially happy to surf even in bad waves? Give me some advice, help me.
I kind of feel like you need to get a different board.
I got like 20 different
know.
boards.
I don't know. Sometimes you just have to force it.
You gotta force
like,
it.
It may look like shit, but sometimes those days that look like shit are oftentimes really fun.
You know what's funny too is the last 2 times I've surfed have been forced surfs and I've had the best time.
Right.
All right.
Because
I'm switching it right now.
I just, I don't typically look at the waves before I go. I just go
That
and
helps.
I'm committed and I have my time and I don't look over the bluff at the waves. I just suit up and go. So as soon as I leave the car and you put the suit on, you wax the board, and I'm walking, it's a commitment.
Solid.
I'm going in.
You know what I need to do? I need to put my wetsuit on in my driveway, piss in it, and then just walk up to the beach because that'll make you go out.
It's a little different for you though because you're
Spoiled.
You're spoiled because you can either ride your bike
Privileged.
to or walk to the break, which I think because you're that close, it kind of gives you an easier out.
Spoiled little privileged.
But don't you go
asshole.
to Seaside all the time?
Yeah, I drive sometimes.
This
I
is
just, I've been in a slump.
Mm.
I got to get out of this slump.
What board have you been riding all winter? That Dark Arts thing?
I got 2 Dark Arts boards that I love. I got a new Sunset Fish that's really fun. I got 2 mid-lengths. I got all
like
kinds.
what do you
boards
like?
or not.
You have a lot of boards, but what is your go-to?
Paizel, Gremlin, Dark Arts,
right.
Quad.
Same thing you've been riding.
Yeah.
So maybe you need to ride something different.
Oh yeah. I just need to go. We need to go.
I did get.
I promise you.
I got a new 3.2 Quicksilver Sessions wetsuit that kind of changed things because I was rocking a 4.3 for a while,
Yeah.
and then I got that new. They have like really nice warm wetsuits, but they're
yeah.
but they're 3.2s, and it kind of changed everything because now my arms feel like they're a little more free.
You're freed up.
Yeah, I feel like
Long
I have
arms.
a little more urgency in my paddling.
You got arms. Your wetsuit goes all the way to your wrist.
Yours doesn't.
Some of them do.
What do you have?
I got a 3/4 arm. I know.
You have to wear a child-size wetsuit.
I have a 1/4 leg, which is very like high up the thigh, like booty shorts with a 3/4 arm, and then the other side is normal, all the way to the ankle and wrist. It's ergonomically designed for backside surfing,
right.
but it works going frontside too. I want to say congratulations to Kai and Molly Lenny. They just gave birth to twins, Willa and Senna. See?
Wow.
That's just good, clean, happy news. Congratulations.
How do you feel about him being all down with Zuck?
I mean, I've never met him. I've never met Mark Zuckerberg, but what if you met him and he was super cool? I'm sure, when someone is vilified that much and then you meet him and he's probably weird, but at the same time, he's probably nice enough and I would give him the benefit of the doubt because Kai Lenny is so nice, and I feel like if Kai Lenny likes you, there's got to be something to it. And Kai doesn't need Mark Zuckerberg's money; he's got plenty of money. So I'm gonna take Kai Lenny's word for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be controversial. I don't like I said. I'm not one of those Facebook haters. I don't hate Instagram. I don't even hate the metaverse. I've never even been there. So I can't knock it until I tried it. Have you been in the metaverse?
I haven't been there yet. Yeah.
Well, you could sell a lot of nuts in there.
I'm
just saying.
I pre-knock a lot of shit though.
You do pre-knock shit, and pre-grumpy about it. So you don't know yet if you like Mark Zuckerberg or not.
No, I know.
You just think you don't.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
Mark, come on, talk to him. Talk to your mans. This is, I saw this on Beach Grit. This is news because 3-time and reigning world champion, Gabriel Medina, is recovering from deviated septum surgery. Which is right here in between your nostrils.
Yeah.
And it makes it hard to breathe. I think you snore, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that world champion was a snorer, potentially. But also that surgery, now he's saying I can breathe again.
Wow.
I want the best for Gabriel Medina. I know he's got a blessed life.
I just looked at the the current standings.
Yeah.
The top, what is it, top 6 going into?
Top 10,
Top 10?
12,
What's the cutoff for the final?
20 to
No.
5.
5.
Final 5.
Final
The WSL finals.
Okay,
The
so
Pro WSL
I
finals.
just looked
Final
at that. And
He's not in it.
he's not in there, and neither Italo's not in there. It's a weird mix-up.
It's fun
I
because
guess it's only
new
been
news.
a couple of comps, so you can't really.
3 events: Pipeline, Sunset, and
Portugal.
And coming up next, we got a Bell's and Margaret's. Right?
I'm sure it's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna change.
No event at Snapper. Is it too unpredictable?
No.
Huh.
Hmm.
There's a ton of QS events going on. Al Cleveland Jr. just won one. Michael Dunphy just won one. There's been junior events happening. So there's contests, like everything just, it's all going. If you go to worldsurfleague.com, you can find out what's
Right.
happening. I mean, that's not our job to
This-
tell you everything.
I feel like this is some big news.
What?
So I just saw it on there.
What?
So Kelly
Oh, yeah.
had COVID at the Oscars. Or
Kelly-
he got COVID from the Oscars.
So, did he, or was this an April Fool's joke? Seems like a Kelly-ish April Fool's joke, but at the same time, why that doesn't seem like a funny one, because it's like kind of serious.
Mm-hmm.
So, the question is it really happen, or is he gonna miss bells? He's on my fantasy team. I want him to win bells.
Why would you miss bells though?
Well, actually, you know what? So, how long do you have to wait to travel if you, like, let's say you got it
Isn't it like
a week ago? What was that, last
it's
weekend?
like 10 days?
He should make it. I think, again, every time
I don't even understand anymore. Like,
Something
what-
happens, yeah.
Just go to the website that tells you
I just want to see it. I want to see
whatever
Kelly
the
at Bells.
news is for that.
Oh, yeah, like the websites I go to
Yeah.
find news. They're very reputable. It's on my phone. It's on Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get
Zuck?
all my news from Instagram, so whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so if you have any news for Todd, DM
Just-
him.
Yeah, just link me. I
Um,
only take my news in meme.
take my news and shove it.
I like my news in meme form.
Yeah.
If it can be a sarcastic meme about the actual problem that's happening, and then it's like a puzzle for me to
Yeah.
figure it out.
So you go on Instagram, or you go like home to the family at the dinner table, and you're like, hey guys, did you hear that Will Smith wouldn't slap The Rock on the Grammys?
Yeah, and then I have to like
What?
spelunk the information from
What happened? So wait, so the Grammys happened? Yeah, the Grammys happened. We'll talk about that later. Skate news is brought to you by Beneath Apparel, because this is the
apparently
best
that was
underwear
all.
for skating.
That's all we had for surf news.
I told you this show is gonna suck this week. Look, it's not our fault. It's people out there not doing stuff for us, for our entertainment. I guess we could have worked a little bit harder. But I told you we had spring break. I was out on parkour missions every day. I'm hosting a parkour event this Saturday.
Where in your living room?
No, up in LA at Tempest.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm the parkour.
I don't
expert
know
here.
if I just dropped out some information that's not supposed to be. I am doing my first commentary for parkour.
like a real for kids or like a
No,
real
this is like a real invitational parkour event. I'm gonna have more information about it, obviously after the
one. We
event.
will both be parkour commentators.
I know. I'm finally cutting my teeth.
That's right.
My son is so hyped.
I bet.
He learned 6 new parkour tricks this weekend.
I saw his.
Kid's going
I
off.
saw his little video.
Yeah.
Homie's like flipping around. I was gonna say, you need to get a snowboard on him because he could probably figure out the triple cork in about 20 minutes at this point.
I think he's got maybe one of those snowboard kind of things you bounce on the trampoline with.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's
Not a
on
lot of-
fire.
It's not a lot of parkour snowboard
Parkour news is brought to you by Beneath Apparel. BN3TH Apparel. Some of our favorite parkour athletes: Davis Vasconcelos, Roman Cote. There's a bunch of other good people out there. Don Tomato, Storer.
Who are these guys? Is it-
Jeff, who I'm commentating with this weekend.
Are these your friends in
Pasha the Boss.
Fortnite?
Um,
These are Fortnite
I
friends?
told you who killed me on Fortnite, right?
Who?
Um,
He's like
oh no, what was it?
like a hot shot?
No, it was a guy whose name was like Ganjatron 420. Ganjatron 420. I'm gonna get revenge on you if I ever see you again in a game of Fortnite.
See, I just don't understand what it's become like funny to make your gamer tag be like the dumbest name ever.
My name is Cut You Up 666. If anybody wants to friend me,
Right.
I don't know how to answer any of that or join your game, but at least we'll kind of know each other. I was thinking about this, and I know you're not a Fortnite player, but
Butthole Sniffer. 43.
I was talking to my friend,
What's his name?
Sketchy Tank, real name, not just his Fortnite name. So like you can dance with people in the lobby,
Oh.
and so like some of the dances are kind of seductive,
You go
and
to
so you're
prom?
dancing with people, and
You
I'm
go to
like, what if
virtual
I'm dancing
Fortnite
with
prom?
like a 10-year-old right here?
Wow.
I kind of got creeped out a little bit, but I don't have a headset, so I don't like talk to anybody. I don't know.
What do you mean you dance with people?
You know, emotes.
Wow.
You dance with people. I dance with people in the lobby. Some people shoot the lobby up. Don't shoot the lobby up. Dance
Why?
in the lobby.
You just dance in the
Just,
lobby.
yeah, I don't know. It's just nicer. Mark Suciu, the Sodi
So
trip went down.
weird.
So every
So
year,
weird.
Thrasher Magazine does a trip with their skater of the year. This year is Mark Suciu, and he went to Sardinia. I haven't watched it yet, but I can't wait to watch it. He's one of my favorite skateboarders. That's the news. Thanks for listening. Do you watch Riley Hawks edit?
I haven't yet.
God damn it, he's
I
good.
did see some new Grant Taylor footage that was fucked up.
When he aired, I saw a Grant Taylor clip. I don't know if it's old or not, but he did a transfer from a bowl to like a street course. He launched and then like skidded his nose on like he
Yeah,
launched
he like,
and,
kind of dragged it over the thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Grant Taylor's got to be. But I'm talking about Riley Hawk.
Okay.
Yes, Grant Taylor is amazing. Riley Hawk is amazing too. This is his first part with his new haircut.
Oh, really?
He does some of the craziest shit. He does like there's it's fun to describe skateboarding tricks when you can't see or hear it or know anything about it. So there's a fire hydrant and there's a piece of cement that goes around the fire hydrant off curb.
Yeah, the backsmith.
He goes and backsmiths up and around
It's like a U. It's basically like if there was like a embankment of grass.
like
And
shaped like a
and
horseshoe.
they needed to put a fire hydrant in the middle of the embankment. So what
Right.
they've done is they've cut out around the fire hydrant.
Well, they've shaped it
right, but then they made it like a U around, so there
like
has to be.
YEWonline.com. Worst podcast.
It's like a
This
curve.
is the worst.
It's like a U. It's like a horseshoe-shaped curve around the fire hydrant.
Okay, and it's waxed a little bit.
I'm giving people that are listening a description.
I'm asking questions.
It's
and
waxed,
Oh, it's waxed.
but you got to ollie up a curb at high speed.
Okay.
And Riley ollies up a curb at high speed, locks into a backsmith, and goes around the fire hydrant in a U. And comes
Oh,
out.
the letter U, not the website.
Right.
What did it sound like?
It's really cool.
Also, you remember Brent Atchley?
Yeah.
Brent Atchley came out with a video part of many years back that just blew my mind. Looks like he's floating on a skateboard. Randomly, I go to Thrasher Magazine today. Boom, brand new Brent Atchley part. It's a Satori Wheels part. I'm a huge fan. Even if you don't skateboard, it's like a float like a butterfly, sting like a bee type of shit going on at Burnside. And all, it's just really pleasing to watch. It's beautiful skateboarding.
I feel
I
like
recommend
when I
it.
go and skate now, I put a lot of effort. Like, there's a lot of effort going on with just ollies and shit. Kind of, yeah. Like, I feel like I weigh 700 pounds, and then you watch like these kids float around,
Yeah.
and it's just so light-footed.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Battle of the Barracks round 2 has started back up again,
Mhm.
and it's pretty cool because you see all different types of skaters, and some of these big dudes like Seva, this huge guy, this other dude was in a game against a little Japanese dude, and he's like little guy, big guy, and it's just really cool to see different types and sizes doing just flat ground tricks. And I think one of the craziest tricks I saw this weekend, hard flip, late flip. So hard flip, late flip. Yeah, pretty
there you
cool.
go.
I love Battle of the Barracks. It's back. Do you have any more skateboarding news?
I believe they just had that mano y mano going
Mini
on.
ramp?
Yeah, the mini ramp.
Oh, I
challenge.
love that
I
event.
think
Woodward.
That's going to drop pretty soon if it hasn't dropped already from Woodward into Hatchby, Woodward West.
Sick.
I believe Andrew Cannon
Andrew
host-
Cannon does it all.
hosted again.
He hosts everything.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job. I want to say welcome back to skateboarding, Tony Hawk.
Yeah, how's that?
So, yeah, Tony Hawk is skating again. Pretty interesting, though.
So, I mean,
Did you hear?
let's define.
Well, he's rolling
he
can
around
on a
stand on the
skateboard.
skateboard and roll.
But it was interesting to me that Tony had to take to Instagram to defend his progress in healing, because I guess that many people, I mean, first of all, this is Tony Hawk. Do you really have to go onto his Instagram and call him out and talk shit and say, well, you're rich, well, you have this, you're privileged, you get to do it? And Tony Hawk just goes, I've blue shield like everybody else. I am just putting a lot of work into this. I'm busting my ass literally to heal as fast as possible and get back to skating because I love it that much.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like, in a way, it was kind of a bummer that he had to even go and do that. Like, why can't you just
get well soon?
Yeah, why can't you just go on his Instagram and be like, Birdman, come on, let's go, dude. Like,
because
people
people are dicks generally.
I know. Like, why does it bother you if somebody else is doing well?
Don't be dicklish.
Don't be dicklish. Get your high back sacks now.
No, we don't have. There's no high back wieners.
Not yet.
I think that would be a step too far.
What if I come out with that and it's competition? It's a free market out there. This is America. Freedom of dicks. You know, the Freedom of Dicks Act was signed in 1978 by Dwight Eisenhower, back when Congress was located in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I know my history, and I have freedom to do whatever dicks I want in any shape and size. And I can put them anywhere. I can call mine high back dicks. Because you could get both. We could actually be in business together.
All right, let's move on.
Snow News brought to you by High Back Sacks by K2 Snowboarding. And I got a story for you, Todd.
Can't wait.
Before we get to your bomb hole experience, which was real, this is something I read about on the internet. A guy was snowboarding in Europe. He fell through a crevice.
Crevasse?
It was a 15-foot, 3-foot wide crevasse. He landed somehow, luckily, on a snow bridge about 12 feet under the crevasse. Below him was like into, I don't know,
the abyss.
Hell.
Yeah.
Wherever is in the middle of the earth was where he would have died. So he's in there, and he's like on this bridge, cannot move. He slowly gets his phone out of his backpack, calls 911. And 45 minutes later, they saved him.
Was this in Europe?
This is in Europe.
Yeah, that shit happens like in those wide open snowfields in Europe. We lost Chris Robson, who was like a legendary skater from Orange County.
In the same way, in a crevasse?
He died. He actually started to film snowboard movies after. I mean, he was a rip and vert skater back in the day, and he was traversing across one of those fields and fell in and died. And then
so this is like
it's just like a
go down
yeah.
and then
it's just like it's like glacial snow.
Jesus.
It's cracks. Danny Way's brother. I was on a snowboard trip with Damon Way, and the guide's like, "Hey guys, don't go over there because there's crevasses." And Damon just goes, "What?" And like went over, and it was like when that song passed the Crevassier. Remember that?
Yeah.
Past the crevasse. I don't know, some hip hop song from like back in the 30s.
Go on.
Anyways, but yeah, Damon Way fell in a crevasse, like just
That's scary.
just gone. And
I'm
like,
glad this guy's okay.
that's the crazy thing is like you fall in those things and those cracks are weird. You know, they can be wide at the top and then go narrow, and some people fall in and they get wedged, and they just like are upside down and they just die because of all the blood rushes to their head.
Don't like that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Don't like crevices. I've got some good Shaun White news.
Oh,
Shaun White played a part in awarding awarding a triple amputee snowboarder from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
oh yeah, he was out in Utah.
Yeah, so this is a challenged athlete. His name was last name is Sherman. Sherman was snowboarding at Woodward.
Zach Sherman.
Snowboarding at Woodward. Out of nowhere, Shaun White comes up. What's up, bro? You want to ride? Surprised him. I thought that's very cool.
It was like an organized thing though.
I'm
like
sure
a
it was,
Make-A-Wish thing. Not Make-A-Wish, but
a Challenged
like
Athletes Foundation. So Challenged Athletes Foundation, CAF, does just incredible things for challenged athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And this one was just very cool. Just very, I like it's very casual. The dude's just hanging out, snowboarding, stoked to be at Woodward. Shaun White walks up, and no matter who you are, no matter what snowboarder you are, especially if you're like, just like a stoked amateur snowboarder. If Shaun White walks up to you and says, "What's up? Let's go ride," you're hyped.
Yeah.
And you presented him with a CAF grant or scholarship. So very cool. Thank you for doing that, Shaun White, who also is a big fan and supporter of the Monday Mass podcast.
Speaking of Woodward,
you were
I was
there.
just in Woodward Park City last Friday. That place, I gotta tell you, it is wonderful. It is as close to a skateboard park. It's not a very large hill. The
Right.
vertical is not very much, but the amount of fun times you can have in there, you can get like 60 laps in an hour.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Small
So fun.
package, big
A
fun.
lot of different lines, a lot of different size jumps. Everything is fun size. They have a 22-foot deep super pipe that my good buddy Griffin Siebert somehow talked me into like taking seriously and riding it.
I think I saw some footage.
Yeah, that was
You kind of like threw down a little bit.
well, the tip of the iceberg. Griffin kind of talked me into it, and then yeah, it takes a little bit for me to get used to riding a 22-foot deep super pipe. It's not like you just roll in. Like for me, it's not my average day.
Do you feel pressure to perform?
For myself. But
Like-
Griffin was like, I need you to do this, this, and this.
Oh, he asked you.
No, it's for his movie, and I'm like, oh, okay.
What tricks?
He just wanted me to ride the pipe. He wanted he wanted a McTwist, for sure.
And you did it.
Yeah, I got it out of the way.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, it was on Instagram last week.
Wait, it was just like a little. That's kind of a big deal. You're doing McTwist?
His brother filmed it, but like he just, he wanted to do some follow cams, and you roll there, and it's a proper 22-foot deep super pipe.
So that's
like, it's
triple
huge.
overhead.
It's huge, freaking huge. Like, because I don't really ride the new style super pipes at all.
Right.
I haven't really ridden a pipe in probably like 2 or 3 years, except for like the mini pipe at Boreal.
Mini pipe was my nickname in high school. Perfect.
So you get in there and you're like, holy shit, you drop in, you got to carry so much speed. It takes you a little bit to get used to, but man, it's pretty damn fun when it's soft. And, riding half pipe is my favorite.
So the
I really
Bomb
like it.
Hole is a podcast that has grown and is doing amazing things. They're not still just stuck
They're-
on filming
The Bomb Hall is
stuff on their phone.
is interview based.
So, but it's only like a couple times a month, and we're every week.
Yeah.
Not saying
So
we're better.
They have like
They're just
four.
different.
They have like 4 episodes a month, and we have like
5.
4 episodes a month.
Wait, they have 4 a month? No,
Yeah, every Wednesday.
every single Wednesday.
Yeah. But they film those ahead of time. So
How
it's not-
many people did they have to
not
do
current
before
news.
they asked me? They're like, so snowboarding. I'm like, I went snowboarding one time with Todd, and I have a board.
Yeah.
What else?
We were talking about you and your step-on experience again. It's really legendary.
It's a legendary experience. So tell me more about the Bomb Hole Cup. They not only have a podcast, merch,
So look,
YouTube show, they're also doing events.
they did events, and it's, I'm not going to say that I planted the seed, but back in my interview back last June or whatever the hell it was, I did my bomb hole. I said, you guys should do the Bomb Hole Cup. But it was more like a base, like on professional wrestling style, like where everyone had to come out in a costume.
Right.
But they did create the Bomb Hole Cup. It became this event at Brighton, and I was there last weekend doing some commentary with my man Joey B. How you doing?
Oh, Joey B, how you doing?
Fucking coolest dude ever.
That's so sick that he's actually got on the mic and commentated.
Oh,
with
it
you.
was so fun, dude. Between me, him, and Grenier, like on the mic, it was just like a mad talking shit to everyone. So
I
they
heard one line that he said, "This is oilier than a McDonald's bag of fries," and you said, "This is oilier than my face in high school."
yeah, it was like great.
There were some good ones.
Because people were just greasing. It was just like the riding was insane, and it was more like it was kind of more like a concert,
Right.
because it was so compact. There was a bank slalom on Saturday. Sunday was the kind of the slope style portion, which is like a small style jump with some rail, like a smattering of rail features. And you're in Utah. You have like the best. All the dust box dudes are there. Like you've got everyone from Blake Paul to Sage Kotzenberg. Like there's all these dudes that are there.
Right.
So you've got all these homies that are there cheering people on, actually participating. All the young kids that are coming up. There was a Grom division. It was just really, really cool.
Participants.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was cool. I was stoked to be a part of it, and we talked a lot of shit, and it turned out to be really fun.
That's cool. And when can we watch all this?
I believe Chris is. I mean,
They'll put an edit
if
together.
you follow the bomb
yeah.
hole, there'll be like things intersprinkled. I think it's Chris is just coming back to life because it was really warm, beautiful weather.
But everyone got roasted.
Everyone got roasted. I got roasted on Friday. Like I rode at Woodward on Friday for a good amount of time and like left there feeling like I just got run over by a car.
So first try McTwist.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's like riding a bike.
No, I'm impressed.
Thanks.
They are too. Some of them. Not all of them. A couple of them. That's great.
And then also, we've got coming up. Obviously, we've got Peace Park that's coming up at Mount Bachelor. There's a lot of people right now, still out there trying to bag some. There's guys in Alaska. There's something cool that's been dropping that I didn't really take notice of it until this weekend when we were just kind of sitting up at our buddy Cooper's house in Brighton watching
smoking joints, just chilling.
There's the natural selection duels. Have you heard about this? It's like there was a natural selection event, right?
Yeah.
At Baldface, and since that event, they've been dropping these things weekly, these duels. So it's like on the down days, they go and find a piece of terrain, and people basically session it, and then they have a winner, and there's like a bracket, and the winner of the entire thing gets a trip to Kelly Slater's wave pool, like a session there. So, but it's not so much like that Scary Cherry Run with the big jumps on it and yada yada. It's like little snippets of terrain that they pick out for people, or I don't know how they do it, they draw from a hat or whatever, and you go there and you do your best on that small canvas.
Like one jump or
like sessioning a ledge or sessioning a curve or sessioning a quarter pipe or whatever.
So you can just go and do a bunch
they do a bunch of laps and you try to find your lines, and
it's cool.
Honestly, be completely honest with you, I think it's more interesting than watching the actual event at Baldface.
I think it's because it's new. It's new, it's unique, it's different, which I think a lot of contests and events, like people are trying to switch things up, and I like it. Yeah. I agree with you. And that actually plays into not only the Bomb Hole Cup, but the mano a mano, and also what you just said, the duels event. I had an idea for the first ever Monday Mass event. We're gonna so this is fresh. I just brainstormed this shit like a minute ago. Okay, Boards for Buddies, right? That's our friend Zach Miller down the street linked us up with. I got 2 surfboards and a skateboard for this. So I want to do a Monday Mass game of skate. But if you lose, so it's a bracket. If you lose, your board is donated.
Straight off your feet.
Yeah.
You just take
it's like racing for pink slips. But it's a game of skate. If you lose, your board gets taken and donated to a charity of our choice. So that could be Boards for Buddies, Rolling from the Heart.
That's actually a really good
idea.
That'd
be pretty rad, huh?
Really good.
Okay, we're doing it.
Should we do it at Poots?
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Find a shitty parking lot.
I mean, we could probably do it in the back parking lot.
I think
the neighbors make it. I think, do it at Poots.
We'll move it. You know what we can do is we can move around from obstacle to obstacle.
I think just straight game of skate.
Think so? Just flat ground? I think that's boring. I think people have seen that. I think the Battle of the Barracks is very flat ground oriented.
Right.
I say
it could take a long time too.
What if we just take, we put a bunch, you have the obstacles that are at Poots, right?
Right.
We write them down, we put them in a hat. The skaters have to, whoever it is, they pull it out of a hat where they have to session.
Wow, my idea is way easier.
No, I think that's
less
cool.
complicated.
I honestly think a game of skate on flat ground is boring.
Yeah, it can be, but if you're playing for your board, if you're gonna lose your board, if you lose, it could get pretty interesting.
How about it's just
people could get shit.
How about it's just 3? It's just like Avril Lavigne SK8.
Yeah.
So it's like there's mad boards.
Well, and you could have like 4 games going on at once, and that way it's like rapid fire. The pile of boards starts building up, and the winner gets to keep their board. There's no other prize. Maybe $100. I don't know. We're gonna work on that.
I think that's a great idea.
The Monday Mass game of skate.
Also, and just to wrap up here, we have the Bomb Hole Cup going on in Utah, and then simultaneously, Russell Winfield had his event called Ease.
Yay.
What is it? Ease.
Wait, this was a.
Bear.
Yeah, this was an event.
How do you say it?
Yeez. Was this where this is a K2 event, right?
Kind of a K2 event, kind of Russell.
Yin Yang Twins played?
I think so. I actually I don't know.
Dude, I should know this.
All I know is that
I saw this.
Ika did a really good McTwist. There was a lot of really fun ripping around.
Ika's doing a McTwist too, huh?
Yeah. Well, he's a lot younger than I am.
He's like, yeah, he's still pretty much pro level, right?
Yeah, but it was really cool, and that's that we're kind of winding down the season here. I think there's it's snowing again at Mount Baker, so there's a lot of people I know that headed straight there from the Bombhole Cup.
Yeah.
To try to get some, but yeah, pretty cool.
That's pretty rad. I'm just looking up this.
I'm just trying to figure out how to say it because I feel like it's like a Russell thing where you go yee.
Yeah. Let me see.
What did Russ say? Right there.
Where?
Probably that. No, that's Parker Zoom.
This?
No, it's Park Zoom. That's not it.
Park Zoom. No, that was something else. Yeet. Yeah. Anyway, while you get that, I have a couple things. We've got some questions, and I knew I should. We're recording this podcast on my phone.
I know.
That's where all the questions are. Damn it! But I got a couple here. We've got a couple questions here, yeah. Here's some. I got some questions. So this is pretty good.
Okay.
Wait, that's.
I'm gonna pull up my questions too.
Wait.
I don't think I got any. Oh wait, I did.
Switch accounts. You?
Got it.
Okay, you got some on Monday, Mass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are some of your questions? Oh wait, quick little nerd news hit. Swamp Fest almost got rained out, but man,
It was pretty swampy.
it was very swampy. But I'll tell you, the show went on and it went off.
Dude,
Crazy shit.
I did see a couple things go down, and it was pretty.
Swamp Fest is a BMX event in a swamp in Florida, and it's just chaos, and I love it. It's like Gathering of the Juggalos meets Mad Max with bikes and just the most sus built ramps. It's brilliant. I want to go there. I don't want to go there. It's everything. I love it. I got something for you.
What's that? Oh wait, and then also, just before we get done with snow news, so Joey B, how you doing?
Joey B, how you doing?
Okay, so he and his brother have a coffee company.
Okay.
It's called. I want to make sure I get this right, Joey. I know you're listening right now. It's called Bauer Brew Co. And it's done. He lives in Montauk.
Right.
And he
Shout out Nicky Boy at Night.
He gave us some coffee to try.
Tight.
Bauer
Thank
Brew
you,
Co.
Joey
They
B.
do cold brew. They do they have a full on coffee company.
Did he by any chance wax your board with Parm?
Oh, there was a lot of parm when I first met, because I've never really met him.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of at Coop's house before everyone got there, and then they show up.
Oh,
and
you've known him for all this time, but you haven't actually met him or hung out with him.
No.
Sick.
So he goes to high five me. I'm like, hey, what's up, JP? And he just slaps me with
parm.
He always has parm on him.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love him. We talked about this before the show.
That concludes
Snowboard News. Nerd News is brought to you by Panic and Coffee and Tea. Every once in a while you get a notification like, oh, so-and-so 25 years. So this album right here, 25 years old.
Which one? Let's keep it like a secret?
Nope.
What is it?
Perfect from now on.
That's 25 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
A perfect album.
Wow. I know about that.
Happy birthday to Perfect from now on.
Then how old is the other one?
Jesus.
The one that has the Brontosaurus song.
Before or after?
It's before that one.
Before. 27 years old. I don't know. The Grammys happened. I have no idea what any of this shit is. Record of the year, song of the year were by Silk Sonic.
I'm not even addressing that.
It's I guess Bruno Mars and anyway.
Who gives a shit?
Album of the year, John Batiste, which is pretty rad. He wrote the soundtrack to the Pixar film Soul.
Okay.
He rules. Best rap was Tyler the Creator. Best rock, Foo Fighters. Rest in peace. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm trying to find this. So
Kanye West is out of Coachella. I know you're bummed, Todd.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
He just didn't want to do it because he's an asshole.
Just wasn't into it?
I don't know. But what you have the Monday Mass on Instagram? That's where all the questions are. Or should I stop this and we'll do exclusive questions for audio listeners?
Yeah, this is for our Patreon.
Patreon. Boom.